Now, you probably noticed in the last video, I was trying to access these views here and I couldn't. It wasn't letting me. So what I've done is I've zoomed out and you can see immediately there's something going on here, right? There are two views that are showing up those elevation markers, which means that the crop box, sorry, the annotation crop is gone way out beyond the sheet. Uh, Now that's preventing me from accessing these views individually here. So if I pick one and I activate the view, you can see that's the foundation plan. All right, so I'm going to deactivate that view and I'm going back into my foundation plan here. Let's zoom out and there's the problem. You can see the elevation markers there. So I'm turning on my crop box. I'm picking my crop box and I'm coming over to the properties here. I'm going to hit the annotation crop. Now, all right, so I can turn off my crop box now. I'm quite happy that that is done. And I think it was a ground level beside it. Yeah, look, there it is again. So turn on your crop box, pick it, come over to the properties, turn on your annotation crop. They've disappeared. That's fine. You can turn off your annotation, turn off your crop box now, and I'll go back into that sheet. Just grid of a few things here. Sheet one. Now, so if I double click here, now I can get access to that particular view and I can get access to the rest of the views. So if you zoom out and you find that, if you find outlier elevation tags and things like that, it probably comes back to the fact that you've done your crop box correctly, but you've not switched on your annotation crop. So that's important to know and remember there. Right, seeing as I'm in the sheet here, I'm now going to add in a little bit of text here. So I'm going to annotate and into text, and I'm just going to put in a text box here. And I'm putting in my name. Okay, and my student number. So you'll be doing this too for each of the sheets. So I'll just complete that, escape. Now it's a little bit small, but I will go and pick the 3.5 Arial. That's perfect. All right. So make sure that your name and student number is on that sheet, and we need to make sure that it is on both sheets. So what I can do, if I wanted to be clever about this, is go in there and do a Control C out into the second sheet, and I'll come in down here again, and it is text box. Draw it out. Control V, escape, pick, and swap that out for a 3.5 text. Okay. Now let's just drag this little text box out like that. So make sure you've got your name and your student number in on the sheet as well. We've got lots of other information here on this title block, and again, that is something we will leave till next semester when we're doing our two-story house. We'll have a go at that in this case. Right, I'm back to my ground floor plan, and I'm going to start dimensioning up. Okay, so let's see how far I can get with this. I'm into annotate, and it's the align dimension. That's the one that we're going to work. We're going to check on the subroutine menu up here, and we're going to make sure we pick wall faces. Otherwise, that's going to make things difficult. So I'll pick the wall face here, to the oak there, to the oak there, to the wall face and to the wall face. And then I will come out and just position those like so. I'll do the outside set of dimensions here as well now. Okay. And again, I'm going to the OPE and to the end point for each of those, and I'll position that. I'm going to do an overall dimension of the building here. Okay, I will do an overall dimension of the building on that side. I'm going to do my grids as well. Put dimensions in for those, and I might move those just a little bit up there. I'm going to stretch those dimensions out, and I'll put the third set in here. Yeah, we need to know that dimension across there too. So, can you have too many dimensions? Well, you probably can, but generally the problem is that people don't put in enough. So put yourself in the position of the builder and ask yourself, if I was a builder, what are the dimensions I need most of all? And you answer that question by putting those in.